PSE 2026, we got a speed bow and upgrades to the 2025 Bow of the Year. How can you make it better? We're gonna do a deep dive into what makes these bows new and unique.
If you want fast, nasty speed, you go with the Sicario.
Just from a new cam that feels smoother. None of that makes sense. All right, hey everybody, PJ Riley, Lancaster Archery, out here with Gaius Carter from PSE. Gaius 2026 lineup looks pretty sick.
I know, it's pretty exciting.
So we told folks about there being a speed bow and an upgrade to the Mach series. The speed bow, tell us what the name is.
The speed bow for 2026 is going to be the Sicario.
The Sicario, sick name, I love that. And of course we have the Mach 33 DS, Mach 30, Mach 35. But what's new and interesting to me about this is we have a new cam. Everything based off the cam. You were explaining to me what makes this cam unique and why it functions better. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, PSE for the last so many years now has had one of the best cam systems in the industry, being the EC2 cam. PSE's been the leader in cam technology, and we kind of just upped the ante with the new FDS cam. The FDS cam, FDS stands for Force Distribution System. Yes. And what we've gone through is we've optimized the cam tracks, and that's given us a little bit of speed. It's also increased our effective brace height, reducing torque, increasing forgiveness, and we got about, on average, about 8 to 10 feet a second faster than our EC cams. A lot of excitement packed in one little punch.
Well, so let's talk about that, because what you were explaining to me, the EC2, you know, I love drawing that cam, it was smooth. The FDS looks like it would be a speed cam, which those of us who have shot speed bows, you know, it's a horrible draw cycle. That's not how this, that's not what this is.
Yeah.
It is not, it's not a speed cam,
nope.
Nor does it draw like that. You just get speed out of it.
Yeah, when you look at it, when the FDS cam is on a bow like the Sicario, and you look at that speed rating of 357 feet a second, now that cam is going to be on our Mach 30, our 33, and our 35, and speed-wise, you'll see an increase, 8 to 10 feet a second. What we've optimized is where that peak draw weight is going to be on our draw cycle, right? So where your strength is as a shooter is right about here, right? Historically, like we've talked about, you remember the old PSE full throttle back in 2012. It was a iconic speed bow that was 370 feet a second, right?
Yeah.
It was a very harsh bow to shoot. It was very hard, right? And you would feel that draw cycle. It was super heavy, it was really harsh.
Yep.
Now, just from like the EC cam, you have peak weight here and it gets easier. It doesn't feel like a speed cam. And you've had some time to shoot the cam. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so we were just talking about this. So I shot a deer with this bow last weekend. And one of the things I liked about it is shooting my arrow. I was able to drop down to 64 pounds with this and still get 290 feet per second with a 450 grain arrow. 64 pounds, I had to draw and let down twice on this deer. It felt like nothing.
Yeah. And one of the another big thing, and it's not huge, but it's durability, it's the longevity of that cam and the tune that you have, right? You're with the pro shop, you're getting your bow set up, you got that fresh set of strings, you want to maintain tune as long as possible, right?
Right.
We went to a 5/8 bearing. That's an increase from what it was before, right? So you're going to get a lot out of this new cam, and it's something I'm really excited about because, you know, for that shooter that's going to jump into this, you now have how many let-off options there, PJ? We got 4.
4.
Now, where are you running yours at?
So I have it at the second position, which you told me we did away with 90%.
Yep.
So I have it at 80% now.
Okay.
85 is the max, 85, 80, 75, 70. And yeah, it just feels nice. 80%, that's plenty for me.
And it sounds like, and it's up for discussion, you might have had the first kill with that 33. I'm not sure, it might have been the first kill with the FDS cam.
We'll say it right on camera here that I had the first kill with it. You know, there's no fact checkers out there anyway,
nope.
So we'll just go with that. But yeah, it's, you know, that EC2 cam was just nice to draw. The weight of the bow, everything, you know, you kept it the same. I like that we're tweaking things. You know, a new cam is more than just a tweak,
Oh, yeah.
but we're keeping a lot the same. We still have the Easy 220 system. We still have your carbon riser, made in America.
Made in America.
Made in America. Love putting that in there. It looks good, it feels good, and okay, so we have a new power system on there, but it's not a drastic change in terms of what you experience as a shooter.
Yep.
It's not like this is a whole new bow. It just wasn't like that. That's in the dot. All right, Gaius, so we've talked about this, but let's talk about it while we shoot them so you can explain what's happening through that draw cycle. And then also the Sicario, we definitely want to do speed tests. We're going to do a speed test for both of these bows, but let's get to the shooting.
I'm excited.
All right, Gaius, so what we want to do here is we've got the Mach 33 DS with the FDS cam. So last year we tested the previous bow with the EC2 cam. So we want to see the speed differences. We'll show them side by side, what we did last year and what we're doing this year with this one. So you can see the difference, the gains from the cam. And of course we got to start with what our draw weight is. All right, so we are at 69 pounds. And it is at 30-inch draw length. That's my draw length. And we have a 30-inch or 350 grain arrow. So everything's the same from year to year. And we want to see the speed gains just from that new cam. 336.7. Last year was 327. So like just right about at 10 feet per second, just from a new cam, that feels smoother.
Yeah.
None of that should be possible, Gaius. None of that makes sense if you're thinking about it. If you look at this cam, it shouldn't do that.
Yeah. You would think it would be like the old speed cams, right? It was going to be that harsh, heavy weight that whole way, just brutal to shoot. It's not that way anymore.
That's crazy. Well, Gaius, we do have my bow from last year with the EC2 cam on it, but the difference is that we have gas bowstring System X strings on here. So this is a string that's supposed to give you more speed.
Yep.
And I know from doing tests that it gained me about 4 feet per second over the factory strings.
Yep.
But let's just see. Well, let's do our draw weight first.
Yep. Got to keep it the same.
Got to make sure the weight's the same. $69.1. So we are right there. So, but as we said, we got the gas System X fast strings. $333. So we've got like 3.5 to 4 feet per second, still faster. What if you put the fast strings on that bow?
The fast string on that one would be real quick.
That's unbelievable.
If we put a fast string on the FDS cam, that would be that'd be blazing.
That's crazy. Well, hey, we did all that. Let's see what the Sicario. This is the bona fide speed bow.
Yep.
So
this
we
is your
see,
5 1/4 inch brace height.
Yeah, 5 1/4 inch brace height, Gaius. So, as I always say, speed ain't free. Okay, we are at 70.5. It's also 30 inches. This one we should mention, the draw length range on this is 25.5 to 30. So we are at peak draw length right here.
Yep.
.348.6. That's ridiculous. So we're 12 feet per second faster. Now we want to get into what I wanted to talk about. Gaius, this doesn't draw like a speed bow. 5 1/4 inch brace height. It should be harsh.
Yep.
To get 349 feet per second. But this is where I wanted to bring you in especially. I've always talked about full draw stability, and we're extending the dynamic brace height.
Yep.
The internet, every time I mentioned that in the past, they said I was full of it, but it's a real thing. Explain what the dynamic brace height with that full draw stability, how that expanding dynamic brace height makes this not feel as harsh as it should.
Yeah. So full draw stability is your riser, your pocket, your limbs, your cam, everything working as one cohesive system to increase your effective brace height. So we all know what static brace height is, right? That is your distance from your rest, or from your grip to your string, right? And so your effective brace height is going to be that invisible linear line from where the string will come off the cam from the top to the bottom, right? And so let's say hypothetically, if your static brace height is 5 1/4, which is the brace height on this bow here, with the FDS cam, we've now maxed out our effective brace height to where you're gaining almost an inch more of effective brace height. So now this bow has a 6 1/4 inch effective brace height. Previously on other cams and other models, that distance could either be the same, it could be less on some bow manufacturers. Ours are increasing that distance. And so what you get out of that is you reduce your torque, you increase forgiveness, the comfort, there's a lot more comfort there. So when you're shooting that thing, I mean, how does that aim for you when it's at full draw?
It aims awesome. And for me, I think what I notice is, because I tend to torque anyway, is my issue with speed bows is always they feel torquey.
Yep.
This doesn't.
Yeah, real short brace historically, not anymore.
Yeah.
Now you get that, now you have a sneaky large brace speed bow that doesn't act like what it used to.
Yeah.
And so when you're talking about your draw and you're like, man, this feels easier, right? Like you were telling me, you're comparing it to our EC2 cam, which is iconic, right?
Yeah.
We all know that the EC2 cam and PSE that's the best system in the industry for years, right?
Yeah.
So with this one, your FDS cam, you feel that peak weight right about here at your strength. When you're going to full draw, you feel it, right? And then it starts to let off and ease up, and it's easier, right? But it's faster. So how did we do that? We increased efficiency on that cam. There is nothing wasted, right? With the EC2 cam, you feel that peak weight a little longer, and then it dumps over. But the thing is, and everyone knows it, both of these cams are smooth. This one just gets off the peak weight sooner for you. It makes it easier, where it almost like sets you into place, right?
Yeah.
So
For guys who want the speed, but they don't want a speed bow, this is it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want fast, nasty speed, you go with the Sicario.
Yeah.
You get that. You get that 5 1/4 inch brace height that really gets the most out of this cam. Right. But if you want to be in that comfort level, you get the 33 or the 30, whatever fits you on your draw length, and you go with the FDS cam. You get that increased speed. You get a little more durable in the bearing system, right? You have that 5/8 bearing. There's a lot of positives when it comes to this FDS cam, but obviously some of us, we're speed guys, right? It seems that you like it, but it's not a speed cam, and that's what's going to throw everyone for a loop.
349, 348.6. I think that's the fastest bow we've ever shot on camera. I'm pretty sure it is. So, all right. So we got the speed down, Gaius. Let's go shoot some targets.
Sweet.
All right, Gaius, here we are at 60 yards. I got the Mach 33 DS with the FDS cam. You got the 35 with the FDS cam. Let's just take a shot here at 60 first.
Closest to center.
And then we're going to talk. All right, yeah, let's go. Right for it. It's closest to center.
Oh.
I think I'm low.
I think you might have got me.
I'm dead center low.
I'm
pretty sure. I think you're in there. We'll go up there and look in a second, see who the winner is. But I wanted to talk through what I feel in this draw cycle, because that's where I think it's just different. Like I said, that EC2 cam, I just always thought that was the perfect cam. And then when I look at this, it doesn't look like it should be smoother. I would expect it to be harsher, but it's like right there.
Peak weight right
there. And then bam,
it just pulls
it immediately
right off.
comes back it just like drops off real fast. Like I'm gonna say the EC2, it just holds a little longer. It's smooth.
It's smooth from the payout, right? But
Yeah.
your peak weight is ending sooner as you're moving through the draw cycle.
Yeah.
And then because of that and the way that cam's already starting to roll and rotate, it's letting you just get into full draw position, right? It's helping you get there. It's not like you're like, all right, come on, get back there, right? Like makes it easy.
Yeah. And this one, the brace height is 6.375. It is the resting brace height. So when I get to full draw, man, it's got to be like 7+. I mean, easy.
Yeah,
then
for a effective brace height, it's going to be about 7 inches.
Right there is where you really just, I mean, it just, oh, now I'm going to, I think that was my one I shot.
That was your one arrow for closest to center?
No, but that to me is when you get to that full draw, man, this thing sits nice.
And part of that too is kind of that new interface on the draw stops, right? So that's different this year as well, right? You remember that little rubber grommet that would fit into there. Now it's a flat.
It's flat.
With a little bit of a rubber, with a little bit of a texture there. We took a lot of feedback, right? That little rubber piece was a little bit different, right?
Yeah,
so with a flat stop, you get that hard solid wall. But with that rubber, you still get a little bit of give, right? And when you're aiming and your adrenaline's pumping, you need something to move into. It's smooth and methodical. So that's a big plus for me. But also the 4 different let-off options is something to play with. One other unique thing, let's say for your bow, is 30 inches, right? Or your draw length is 30 inches. What you'll notice is PSE will run about about a 1/4 inch long on draw length. And the reason for that is when you run and go all the way out to 70%, you're still at your draw length, right? So when you work it back and you're at 85, it's gonna be a little long, right? And that's something that your bow tech or you can work out of that, but it's so that you ensure that you are able to use that function of the 4 let-off options.
Right.
So, and it's all for your comfort.
Hey, I like it. Speaking of comfort, go ahead, Gaius. We'll remember.
I'm gonna see if I can beat your second arrow. We'll see. In the wind, though. Of course, there was no wind for you.
There's no wind. I don't notice anything.
Straight right with the wind. What is this?
All right, Gaius. So here's our closest to center arrows. You get the victory there.
I win.
Got that. You win. But hey, 60 yard, and we're out here in the sun, and this is probably the first time where I've got to shoot this distance in the sun like that. My arrow flight was good, which I like that. I don't have my little wiggle coming out of there. Again, just that stability that you get there, and not having my usual torque, or at least it's not affecting the arrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome. So all right, you take the title there, but now Gaius, we've been doing something on all our bow videos where we shoot at a clay bird at 80 yards.
Ooh.
So we're gonna go down there, we're gonna put it up there. First one to hit it wins.
Sweet. Winner buys?
Winner buys.
All right.
You're shooting the new PSE Mach 35 DS because your draw length is like 42 inches or something like that. And I'm at the Mach 33 DS, both of us with the FDS cam.
Yep.
80 yards, first one wins.
In the sun.
In the sun, yeah, this sun's kind of brutal. We both missed. Wait.
We're gonna get down there and both of them are in the clay.
Let's try to get it. The clay bird didn't come off. It is possible to shoot it in the middle. Oh, you mother. It broke. This sun is affecting our aim, apparently.
Get a mulligan arrow here, then we got a pole.
Oh, you got no more.
I got a schwacker I can launch.
No, we'll go down and get them. Sorry, I didn't know that. I'm saying that's causing problems.
Oh!
Bazinga!
Good shot.
What did I hit? I mean, I hit the clay bird.
You definitely hit the clay bird. It exploded.
Yeah.
It didn't fall if it exploded.
Yes.
Good shot. Good shot.
We can't see it.
Nope.
Folks can see it on this camera. Gaius, you donutted it.
We didn't know it. We
And
can't see
I
it.
broke the clay bird. I'm calling that a victory for you.
Yeah, I
Good
appreciate
shot,
it.
man.
From 80 yards away, we can't see it. Then we see your arrow hit.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, you were inside. Looking where that is. You were inside the ring. Hey, these things can shoot. All right, Gaius. Full day of shooting here. The brand new PSE Sicario Mach 33 DS, Mach 30, Mach 35. Great new bows from the folks at PSE. We appreciate you coming out to hang with us and explain why these bows are great, especially that full draw stability.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying that I was just making that up. Gaius is here. He knows all about it. He explained it to you. It's real.
No, yeah.
So if you want to see all the different options that we have from PSE, be sure to click the link in the description below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. As always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at lancasterarchery.com.